Army Chief at Siachen visiting the war memorial. Those are the visuals coming in at this point in time. We'll just cut across.
Sir. Lieutenant Sanjeev sir, obstetric 283 sir. Welcome sir. Yes sir. Subedar Vijay Singh, obstetric, Subedar Vijay Singh, Punjab. ठीक है sir. थोड़ा पीछे
चले गया. You can carry it. Okay, carry it.
All right, those are visuals coming in from Siachen at this point in time. This is, of course, the Army Chief visiting Siachen Glacier as his first visit after taking over as Army Chief General M.M. Naravane visiting the world's highest battlefield, Siachen Glacier. And at this point in time, this is his first tour to an Army base after taking over as the Army Chief. Let's in fact go across to Srinjoy joining us on the phone line. Srinjoy, this is the Army Chief's first visit after taking over to Siachen Glacier, to an Army base.
Yes, absolutely. He took over just less than a week ago, and this is a clear message that I've taken over less than a week ago. I'm going to the Siachen Glacier. This is the most difficult time for soldiers in the Siachen Glacier. It's in the middle of winter, and he's chosen deliberately to go to the glacier. It's a message which basically means that, look, I am with you. This is a very difficult time. It's the world's highest battlefield. It's minus 40 in most parts of Siachen. And yet you have the chief who has gone there at this time. His first visit at a time when the Siachen Glacier, the weather is bitterly cold, and he's deliberately gone to an area. While there is no firing anymore in the area, it is still a very hazardous post because of the weather, it is because of avalanches, other problems. But it is a message to the ordinary soldier, to the Jawan there in Siachen, which means that his chief remembers him and his chief is with him.
Yes, absolutely, Srinjoy. And like you pointed out, the messaging in this particular case is very important because obviously the first few steps that he takes as army chief is what is going to be looked at and will possibly determine, his path going forward and the way he's going, the kind of army chief that he's going to be. And from that perspective as well, what you said holds true because he has gone there in the middle of winter when it's perhaps the most difficult time, like you pointed out.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, here is a chief who has just taken over. You could argue that he could have always said, I have so much to do in Delhi itself and other parts of the country, whether on the other line of control, whether on the IB in the northeast. But he's deliberately chosen to go to the Siachen Glacier. And he's chosen to go to the Siachen Glacier because he knows this is a very difficult post, a very difficult area for a brigade of his soldiers, many of whom volunteer to go there because of how difficult it is. And here, the chief, within a week of his taking over, has said that I will go to the Siachen, I will meet the soldiers, I will meet the young officers there, and I will tell them that I am with them. And that is a big moment for a young soldier who has served in the army for perhaps 3-5 years, and he sees his chief sharing the same hardships. It's a way of boosting a young soldier's morale.
Yes, absolutely, Srinjoy. Thank you so much for joining us with that perspective.